Hi, everybody. My name is Nick Heap, and I am originally from Chicago, and I came out as trans when I was 24. So I don't really know anything about how to advise anybody about dating because I haven't done it myself since probably about junior high. And even then, I really didn't know much about dating because my concept of being in a relationship was to get into a relationship. It wasn't really to date people. so, um, everything that I learned about relationships because of such a big nerd, I largely learned from romance novels, which I used to read by the truckload. Because this whole idea of love and romance and emotional intimacy and relationships was really baffling to me because, you know, I didn't fit into any of the normal sort of stories, um, the roles, and the way that people related to each other uh, in the normative sense because I didn't relate to people that way. Um, so it was really confusing to me, and I had to kind of piece together a way of building romantic relationships with people um, that approximated what I saw other people around me doing in their relationships. But it wasn't very successful a lot of the time because I was doing just that. I was mimicking what I saw around me and not really being myself. And trying to fulfill expectations and roles that weren't really authentic to me because they were just that, a role. And ultimately, when the real me showed up in those relationships, it caused a lot of conflict um, because I was really scared and um, often reacted to that kind of fear with resentment and dishonesty and a lot of just bad ways of relating to um, emotional intimacy, which I didn't really understand was the biggest part of being in relationship with people. I mistakenly thought that things like physical intimacy were like the biggest part of a relationship. And if that worked all the time, then the relationship ought to be healthy and happy and everything should be fine. Um, and that's really not the case, because yes, to have a healthy physical intimacy with people is wonderful and a great way to share yourself with someone. But, there's 23 more hours out of the day. And um, really learning to be a friend and an intimate partner with whoever I happen to be in a relationship with uh, is the thing that I am now having to try to learn at my stage in the game. Um, I am recently single, having ended a relationship of some 13 years, and it is intimidating trying to figure out how to go about learning how to date at my age. It feels a little embarrassing, but it is what it is, and I'm really glad that um, I'm trying to go into this as open minded as possible with as little fear as I can because, you know, I recognize that if I'm afraid to be myself and be my real authentic self, then the people that I'm going to end up attracting are going to be attracted to something that I'm not really. And I fought really hard to become this man, and I want to be I want to be loved for who I am. And that seems kind of cliche and maybe a little, I don't know. It feels kind of silly to say it in the same time. That's really what I want. I I have always really wanted to just be loved for myself, to be loved unconditionally for who I am. And I have to believe that there are people out there who are not just willing, but want to be in relationship with someone who is like that. And, and, you know, part of who I am is my body, but it's not the greatest part of who I am, you know? Um, and at the end of the day, physical intimacy is something that's pretty easy to manage. It's uh, just takes communication and a willingness to be honest and careful and considerate of one another. So, for any of you who are trying to figure this out, welcome to the club. And I wish you a lot of luck. And wish me luck too, because I'm going to need it. Okay. Thanks.